This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Friday, the 3rd day of July in the year 2026. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here is what we're tracking tonight. The U.S. ambassador to Guyana, Territorial, has renewed the U.S. government's commitment to supporting Guyana in its efforts to confront its security challenges and safeguard its territorial integrity and sovereignty amid growing threats. At a reception on Thursday evening to celebrate the 250th independence anniversary of the United States, the ambassador told those gathered that the U.S. will always defend the principles embedded in every agreement signed with Guyana.
Guyana faces real threats from narco-traffickers, transnational criminal organizations, and those who challenge its sovereignty. The United States has made clear that Guyana does not face those threats alone.
As a founding member of both the Shield of the Americas and the Americas Counter-Cartel Coalition, Guyana has proven its commitment to protecting the region, the U.S. ambassador said. She added that the U.S. will do its part to ensure Guyana and the region remain safe.
When Secretary Rubio came to Georgetown in March 2025 to sign a landmark MOU on security cooperation, he stated clearly that any attack on Guyana would be a very bad idea. That wasn't just a statement, it was a commitment. And when President Ali and I toured the USS Nimitz aircraft carrier in May, it was a tangible symbol of that commitment.
Venezuela has laid claims to more than two-thirds of Guyana's territory and has consistently demonstrated acts of aggression towards Guyana, notwithstanding the fact that the controversy surrounding the validity of the 1899 arbitral award which settled the boundary claims is being adjudicated at the International Court of Justice. It was against that backdrop that the U.S. Secretary of State issued a strong message to Venezuela, warning that any attack on Guyana would be a bad idea. The U.S. ambassador Territorial said Guyana and the U.S. remain committed to doing the right thing, as she pointed to efforts by both countries to mobilize humanitarian support for Venezuela in wake of the devastating earthquakes that struck the country recently, leaving a trail of devastation behind. Noting that the work done between the U.S. and Guyana is not just on paper, Ambassador Territorial said at present they are implementing a communications enhancement project with the Guyana Defense Force to boost Guyana's capabilities on land, air, and water. Additionally, under the Caribbean Basin Security Initiative, the Guyana Police Force is receiving training in criminal investigations, forensic lab procedures, and counter-narcotics operations, thereby strengthening its capacity to arrest and prosecute criminals. The U.S. ambassador said when Guyana's institutions are strong, the entire region benefits. Describing the U.S. as a friend with whom Guyana shares one of its strongest partnerships, President Irfan Ali said diplomacy between the two countries remains strong.
Diplomacy is at its strongest. And make no mistake, our joint commitment to international peace, international order, democracy, and the rule of law is at its strongest.
The president said the relationship between Guyana and the U.S. is not one of convenience, but rather is one of conviction, grounded in shared values such as respect for democracy, the rule of law, international law, the protection of human rights, and upholding Guyana's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Earlier this year, Guyana and the U.S. renewed their commitment to strengthen security cooperation during a meeting with the Guyanese head of state and the U.S. Special Envoy and former Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. Transnational crime, border security, illegal migration, and economic opportunities were among the issues discussed. President Ali said the two sides are developing a robust security alliance built on trust and partnership.
The Security Alliance, I refuse, Ambassador, to call it cooperation. I will go a step further. Our security alliance is not only aligned, the task before us is to make it intertwined seamlessly. And that is what we're working on. Because we have a duty to protect the children of tomorrow, to protect the economy of tomorrow.
And the president also said the National Defense Institute is closely aligned to the U.S. institutions and programs, signaling Guyana's long-term commitment to regional security. He said Guyana looks forward to deepening security cooperation with the U.S. President Ali said Guyana also welcomes the expertise of the U.S. as a trusted ally, who shares its commitment to the protection of the Western Hemisphere. President Ali said the relationship between the U.S. and Guyana is at its strongest currently. The U.S. celebrates its 250th independence anniversary on Saturday, the 4th of July. More news coming up in just a moment.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look. You know the one. Or one touch. Even one word. I can start with one step. Or one promise. One thrill. One first time. One deep breath. One leap of faith. One day to remember. Or one night to forget. One moment. So many stories that make up one crazy, average, everyday, fabulous life. We get one life. Just one. Make your move. It all starts with one.
Dead the horse with Bowser.
This is your time.
Yeah, but we didn't get all we needed last Christmas, and now we can.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
Let's renovate our home and purchase appliances.
And plan a trip with the kids.
Or buy a new car.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza. Same day approvals. Apply in person or safely online. Plus a chance to win lots of prizes. This is your time to get what you need. Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
Team Extra presents Slow Jams and Ja Vinci, Saturday 11th, July 2026 at the National Park. Presents Slow Jams and Ja Vinci, Saturday 11th, July 2026 at the National Park. Early bird tickets, $3,000 until Saturday 4th, July 2026.
In the morning, like my mother said, you gotta live your life.
The future of period care just dropped. Introducing the new Cortex, powered by gravity core technology that pulls fluid down fast, keeping you dry, comfortable, and protected. Because your flow changes, so should your protection. Cortex, more comfort, more confidence, less drama. Cortex, own your flow.
The opposition APNU, a Partnership for National Unity, today raised a number of questions in relation to the new contract signed between the Guyana government and the Turkish company car PowerShip for the continuing rental of 2 PowerShips. At the press conference, APNU Member of Parliament Sherrod Duncan said the government's extension of the contract for a further 2 years shows that it has lost grip of the power sector. He questioned whether the much-touted gas-to-energy project is really scheduled to come on stream in December, as the new contract for the rental of the PowerShips is for 2 years.
I don't know all of the terms of this new contract, but I think they've gone from, I think, $7.05 US per kilowatt to $9 and I think 5 cents per kilowatt. It's lots more money, but Guyanese are not, whether you're in Berbice or you're in Georgetown, they are not getting less blackouts for the additional power ships that have been added to the grid. And now these additional sums of monies that are now apparently, if you believe some of the reports, being bullied. The government is being bullied, we're told, by this power company.
Duncan said with 2 power ships on the grid, Guyana continues to fail international benchmarks where power supply is concerned. The government was recently locked in negotiations with a car power ship company after the company threatened to pull the plug on its rental agreement. Following negotiations, the government agreed to pay an increase in the rental fee. Member of Parliament Ganesh Mahipal said the power ships are now part of a larger problem caused by the government.
The power ships are necessary right now because of the situation that was created by the People's Progressive Party. The usage and the expenditure in terms of the huge sums of money that could have been utilized to improve the lives of our people is apparently necessary now because of the situation the PPP has created.
The APNU opposition is contending that if the government had stuck to the original gas-to-energy project proposal, the power ships would not have been necessary. The country rented 2 vessels from Car Power Ships, a 36-megawatt facility which is docked in the Berbice River, while a 60-megawatt craft is stationed in the Demerara. The government is currently spending almost 50 million Guyana dollars per day for the rental of the 2 power ships. Now let's tell you that the Guyana Power and Light Company has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Global South Utilities Power Enterprises Investment of the United Arab Emirates to further advance power generation. The agreement was signed by head of GPL's Executive Management Committee, Kesh Nandalal, and Chief Executive Officer of Global South Utilities, Ali Abdullah Ali Mohammed Ashimari. The agreement establishes a framework for cooperation in the areas of power generation, renewable energy, and smart electricity infrastructure. The move comes even as the government's highly touted gas-to-energy project is still to come on stream. A statement issued by the Ministry of Public Utilities today explained that the MOU is aimed at transforming Guyana's electricity sector. It said the partnership aligns with GPL's ambitious development plan, which aims to modernize the country's electricity network, improve service reliability and resilience, increase generation capacity, and integrate innovative technologies to meet the country's rapidly growing energy demand. GPL CEO Kesh Nandalal described the agreement as an important milestone in the company's continued transformation. He said the MOU represents another significant step in GPL's journey to build a modern, resilient, and sustainable electricity sector in the country, adding that the partnership with Global South Utilities creates opportunities to leverage international expertise, innovative technologies, and strategic investments that will help to accelerate the delivery of the development plan for the company and ultimately provide a more reliable and efficient electricity service to people of Guyana. Under the MOU, GPL and the company will collaborate on identifying, evaluating, and developing projects within the power energy sector. The agreement also provides for joint feasibility studies and the exploration of financing, technical cooperation, and implementation strategies for future projects, with individual initiatives to be governed by separate definitive agreements. The ministry explained that the company brings extensive international expertise in the development, financing, and operation of power and energy infrastructure projects, particularly in emerging markets. Through the collaboration, it is expected that GPL will benefit from global best practices and advanced technologies that will support the modernization of the country's electricity sector.
Yes, and them roll it down. Why your mom boy is me the star. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat, a big sour rat. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat, a big sour rat.
Me no wanna give it to Tinny Winnie, let's nothing man.
KFC's Nothing to Laugh About 17, July 4th and 5th.
I don't tell you, don't come for candy because we all know you is not no price. So come downstairs with your big lip, fake back, stink mouth self. Come downstairs.
KFC Nothing to Laugh About 17.
Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, we're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks to Washi soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright. Have me clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market.
GCOM will be conducting a claims and objections exercise commencing July 1, 2026 to produce an official list of electors, OLE. If you will be 18 years or older by June 30, 2026, and you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. GCOM has posted the preliminary list of electors, PLE, in all the registration divisions across Guyana for you to check whether you are listed, and if so, whether your particulars are accurate. You can make a claim for registration, change, correction to your particulars, or you can object to the inclusion of anyone whom you believe should not be on the list. If you are desirous of making a claim or objection, you must visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your area of residence to do so. Visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your area of residence to conduct any of the above transactions. All GCOM registration offices will open Monday to Friday from 8 to 18 hours, Saturday, Sunday and holidays from 10 to 14 hours. For more information, contact the GCOM on 225-0278-9 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look, you know the one, or one touch, even one word. I can start with one step, or one promise, one thrill, one first time, one deep breath, one leap of faith, one day to remember, or one night to forget. One moment, so many stories that make
Dad no holds with Bowser.
This is your time.
Yeah, but we didn't get all we needed last Christmas, and now we can.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
Let's renovate our home and purchase appliances.
And plan a trip with the kids.
Or buy a new car.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza. Same day approvals. Apply in person or safely online. Plus a chance to win lots of prizes. This is your time to get what you need. Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
Some tragic news to report now. The Castello housing scheme was plunged into a state of sadness today after a 93-year-old woman was killed in an early afternoon fire that also destroyed her home. The dead woman has been identified as Rosa Singh, known as Auntie Baba. She was a mother of 4. At the time of her demise, the elderly woman was living with her son Narayan Singh at their Lot 36 Castello housing scheme residence. The son, however, was not at home at the time of the fire. At the scene, Narayan watched helplessly as firefighters tried to contain the blaze. He told reporters that he left his mother home alone at around 9:30 this morning to head downtown Georgetown, only to return home to see the two-story building on fire.
I left home between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. I might be going to tend to my business and come back. They said, I don't pick up no lunch because your sister's selling lunch. I said, all right. It's coming back home after done my business and all this stuff coming in. I got a car in the bus coming in and rest. But I couldn't get the phone because the man had on the list. And it's when I come out the bus and I see, and I decide I said something wrong. Because it's
By that time, a large crowd had already converged in front of the burning building. The man said he has no clue what could have caused the fire, explaining that they do not cook at home.
We ain't cook nothing. The food it's come from Chanter, it's come from Sally, it's come from Big Market. Today there.
As the man received confirmation that his mother was killed in the fire, he broke down in tears. Her charred remains were later brought out of the building and laid in front of what was left of the building. The remains were found in the top flat of the building. A woman who lives nearby told news source that a neighbor saw fire coming from the same top floor of the building and raised an alarm.
A little smoke, a slight little smoke went coming out from the corner down there. Seeing it was see the thing. And seeing the hand around, everybody run out from inside the super bed, because we went in the super bed. And then my runner start kicking, kick open the door, running and run upstairs. And them look, yeah, right wrong there. And they look, they see nobody, they look, them by no shame there. But
the Guyana Fire Service received a call at around 1:25 this afternoon and responded immediately with a total of 3 fire tenders. While the firemen managed to contain the blaze, they were unable to save the elderly woman. A full investigation is underway tonight. A Guyanese man who lives in the US and who is suspected of being involved in a major gun smuggling ring with links to Guyana and the US was blocked from leaving Guyana on Wednesday at the Territorial International Airport. News source understands that the suspect was arrested as part of an investigation being carried out in Guyana and the US into gun smuggling. On Wednesday, the man arrived at the Territorial Airport aboard a US-bound flight, but was blocked and again taken into custody by one of the security agencies based at the airport that was involved in the initial investigations. While the authorities have not confirmed the man's name, multiple security sources have indicated that he is believed to be linked to the smuggling of a number of handguns and other guns into Guyana from the US in barrels, and had been on the radar of local law enforcement for several months. The man's operation reportedly involved the shipment of weapons to Guyana in barrels and various items. The investigation is widespread and is linked to a number of recent gun busts in the country. Investigators are looking for at least 2 other suspects.
This Emancipation Day, celebrate culture, heritage, and unity at the 8th Annual Freedom Fest 2026. Shades of Melanin. Join us on Saturday, the 1st of August at Bay Rock National Stadium in Linden, starting at 10 a.m. Admission absolutely free. Experience the recognition of outstanding lineners, vibrant African attire, cultural displays, African art, delicious cuisines, music, drumming, kids activities, vending booths, and so much more. It's the 8th Annual Freedom Fest. Shades of Melanin. Bring out the entire family and celebrate the beauty, strength, and spirit of African heritage. Freedom Fest 2026. Shades of Melanin. Hosted by Figgy Entertainment in collaboration with the Wisma Flats Group. Don't miss it.
GCOM will be conducting a claims and objections exercise commencing July 1, 2026 to produce an official list of electors, OLE. If you will be 18 years or older by June 30, 2026, and you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. GCOM has posted the preliminary list of electors, PLE, in all the registration divisions across Guyana for you to check whether you are listed, and if so, whether your particulars are accurate. If you have changed your address since you were registered, you need to visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your new area of residence to apply for a transfer. Tuesday, July 14, 2026 is the last day you can apply for a transfer during this exercise. For more information, contact the GCOM on 2250-278-9 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
Welcome to Churches New Amsterdam.
20 years of churches, chickens, you and us, and there is nothing missing. So many friends and strangers pass through our doors, and they always come back for more. Guyana, the love keeps growing, and we thankful for the support you are showing. We got so many locations and much more to come. It's gratitude and celebration. Can you feel the love? 20 years of churches, chickens, you and us, and there is nothing missing. So many friends and strangers pass through our doors, and they always come back for more. Feel the love.
Fruitopia, Fruitopia, it's the drink that's hype. Citrus punch, fruit punch tastes nice. Guava, pineapple, that give me a vibe. We no want nothing less compared to the rest. Fruitopia the best, quench any thirst when it comes to the test. Perfect thing for my lunch, flavors pack a punch. Fruitopia, Fruitopia, it's the drink that's hype. The citrus punch, fruit punch tastes nice. Fruitopia, the drink that rocks your lunchtime.
Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, we're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
Guyana's economy is rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guyoil is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guyoil's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guyoil has now repositioned itself as a market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future.
Feel spice power in every sip.
With your regional and international news tonight, I am Svetlana Marshall in the region. As public criticism mounted over the pace and efficiency of Venezuela's earthquake response, the government of acting President Delcy Rodriguez issued its first public defense of the operation, with her 180-day mandate as interim leader expiring today. The powerful twin quakes struck the northern state of La Guaira on June 24 and killed more than 2,295 people, according to the latest government figures. A non-governmental digital database continues to list more than 38,000 people as missing. Rodriguez, who served as deputy to former President Nicolas Maduro until his January capture by the Trump administration, waited more than an hour after the quakes initially hit before making her first public statement, and held her first news conference on the government response late Thursday, 8 days after the quake. Former Trinidadian Prime Minister Stuart Young says the government has moved to have his diplomatic passport returned, marking what he describes as the latest attempt to strip him of his benefits afforded to former prime ministers. However, Guardian media is reporting that Young still has possession of the passport after requesting that the government make the demand formally in writing. In a video statement posted to social media Thursday, Young revealed that he received an unexpected call instructing him to surrender the diplomatic passport issued to him after he left office. According to Guardian media, Young argued that the latest development formed part of a wider pattern of political victimization by the government. And finally tonight, international news. Millions of people across the U.S. East Coast are sweltering under record temperatures as the 4th of July holiday weekend gets underway. The extreme heat continued Friday as the hottest spell of the years so far since the mercury soaring to levels not seen in some areas in decades. The heat wave could disrupt a busy weekend as U.S. President Donald Trump hosts a celebration marking America's 250th birthday, and multiple World Cup matches take place outdoors. It follows an unprecedented spell of early summer heat across Europe. But the widespread nature of this event, affecting 25 million people across central and eastern areas on Friday and then the east for the weekend, sets it apart as potentially dangerous. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Svetlana Marshall, wishing you a pleasant evening.